Again, numerical expressions, mathematical phrase, includes only numbers and symbols. What does it mean to evaluate a numerical expression? It's a fancy way of saying solve. Okay. When an expression has more than one operation, we have to know which operation to do first. To make sure everyone gets the same answer, we do the order of operations. So, like my expression I have over there on the board, 7 plus 3 times 5 minus 6. Well, some of you are going to look at that and you're going to say it is 44. Some of you are going to say that because that would make sense, right? 7 plus 3 is 10 times 5 is 50 minus 6 is 44. That makes sense, right? Let me tell you, this is wrong. That is not the answer. The actual answer to that is, let's see, 15, 22 is 18. The actual answer to that is 18. Because we have to follow what's called the order of operations. The order of operations tells us what comes first, what comes second, what comes third, what comes fourth. This is the order. First thing we do is parentheses. The next thing we do is exponents. The next thing we do is multiplication and division. We do those two things together. That is one step. That's hard to remember sometimes. It is one step, multiplication and division. Then the last step is add and subtract. Left to right. To help you remember, we have this fancy saying. Just like my does McDonald's serve burgers rare, we have a fancy saying that says, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. It's kind of lame. I understand it's a little lame, but that will help you remember. So we have an expression. Just watch me first. Let's not do it together yet. Just watch. I'm going to show you the way that I want you to do it, one step at a time. What I do is I write the problem out. 15 minus 10 divided by 2. Then what I want you to do is I want you to underline the first thing, the first operation that you're going to do. So you have to think. Please stands for parentheses. Do you see any parentheses in this problem? No. So we go to the next step. Exponents. Please excuse exponents. Are there any exponents in this problem? No. So then we go to our next step. My dear. Remember, multiplication and division comes together. Is there any multiplication and division in this problem? Yeah. It's right here. So what I do is I underline the thing that I'm going to do. I solve that part of it. 10 divided by 2 is 5. And then I rewrite the rest of the problem. This is what I need you to do. 15 minus 5 is 10. See that? I know that it seems lame that you have to do that. But you know what? We got to take it one step at a time. And see this one up here on the board? 2 to the 4th plus 16 times 24 divided by 3 plus 6 to the 4th in parentheses, all divided by 6. That's a lot, isn't it? If you don't know how to do it one step at a time, this thing's going to kill you. You'll never be able to do this. So you got to do it one Small step at a time. Raise your hand if you've ever eaten a sandwich. All right, good. I'm glad. You've all eaten a sandwich. How many of you can eat that sandwich in one bite? Put your hand down, because I know you can't. I'm talking like a big one. I'm talking like a Main Street, one of those big bad boy sandwiches, like a Big Mac or a Whopper. Okay? Can't do it. You'll choke to death. Okay? These are sandwiches. We need to take them. We need to take a small bite out of it every once in a while, and that way eventually we'll get it. Okay? Write this on your board. Exactly as it is written. Nine plus parentheses 21 divided by 7 times 5. Stop trying to solve it. All I want you to do is write it out. Then we are going to do this together, one step at a time. I want you to get used to and be in the habit of doing it this way. So we're going to do it together. Someone tell me, what do we do first? Elena. Why do we do 21 divided by 7 first? Because it's in parentheses. This part is in parentheses. So what I want you to do is underline what we're doing first. Underline what we're doing first. Solve that part of it, which is 3. And then rewrite everything around it. 9 plus times 5. Don't erase what you were doing before. You don't need to. Now, what comes next? What's our next step? What's the next thing we're going to solve? Alyssa. 3 times 5. So we underline that part. We solve that part. Is 15. And we got 9 plus. So we rewrite everything around it. 9 plus 15 is 24. Now, do you guys see why when you guys set up your homework on your notebooks, why I said don't just write all the numbers out that you have to do? Is this problem going to take up more than one line? Absolutely. I want you to do it like this. It is important that we do it one step at a time. Can anyone tell me why I want you to do it one step at a time? One, so you don't get confused. I can see what you're doing. If that last problem, if you just wrote an answer of 35, I don't know if you know your order of operations. I don't know if you just made a simple error in math. I don't know what you did wrong, and I can't help you fix it. So I need you to show every step, one step at a time. Okay? So rewrite this one right now. Write this problem. Solve it. So, again, you want to underline what you're doing first. This is 3. Rewrite everything around it. 12 minus 3 is 9. Give that one a shot. This comes first. This is 4. We rewrite everything around it. This comes next. This is 12. We rewrite everything around it. 19. Try this one. I understand that this is kind of a difficult concept for you, but only do one step at a time. There's a bunch of you that did this, and you go, this is 16 plus this is 24. You're skipping a step. I don't want that. I need you to do one step at a time. You do this. This is 16. You rewrite everything else. Plus 6 times 4. Then you do this. And this is 24. You rewrite everything else. Go for it. All right. So here's the situation. This comes first because it's in parentheses. So this is 3. We rewrite everything around it. Times 3 to the second minus 10. Next, excuse exponents. This is 9, not 6. 24 divided by 3 times 9 minus 10. Our next step is multiplication and division together, and we do it left to right. So we do all of that together. 24 divided by 3 is 8, times 9 is 72, minus 10 is 62. Okay? Your homework, I want you to do page 24, 8 to 42 even. That means you go to page 24. That means you start with problem number 8, and you do number 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, the even problems.
Can I have your attention, please, high school students? If you have not voted for homecoming,
This may go on to page 25. I don't know. Oh, no, it is only on 24. Okay? 8 to 42 even. 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and so on.